Hello everyone and welcome to the next episode of Creating Mobile Game series. In this video, we will use scriptable objects to introduce level configuration to the game. And before we start, just a reminder that you can try completed game on itch.io or Google Play Store. Don't miss my next video by subscribing for the channel. If you have any feedback or questions, please leave them in the comments section. And of course, hit that like button. With that said, let's get started. Okay, so how we organize our work today? We need to create scriptable object that will represent level config. Also, we need to introduce game manager that will help the game logic, UI manager to show some UI elements before game started, and decoration controller to control decorations. Now, when everything is clear, let's go back to the work. Okay, so let's start from scriptable objects. I will show you what is that. So we just need to create a simple C# script, and let's call that level config. Open this file. And so what is the difference between, so what is scriptable object and how it's different from other game object? So first of all, when we create in the script, we need to inherit not mono behavior, but scriptable object. Now we also want to specify how we will find it in our menu. So we want to create menu for that. We say create asset menu. And then in parameters, we need to put file name, which will be just a level. And also menu name. And for menu name, I would say level config object. So what is scriptable object? You can think of it as a blueprint for game object. So we can put whatever data here. It's like a prefab, but that will be used inside game object. So I guess when we will start, it will be more clear. Or we'll start to use it, right? So let's think of what do we need for our level in our game. Well, first thing is obvious is our level will take some time. So we need to limit our player with the time. So which means we need to have some variable for level duration. So we call it just level duration. And also, when we decorate a tree, we don't want just to put randomly all of the decoration, but we actually want to know where these decorations supposed to be. And so we need something that can hold that all of the points with all of the decorations that's supposed to be on a tree. So we need to have that information as well, and different level will have different placements for those decorations. So for that, we will have a list of transforms. So we say list transform and decoration placements. Based on this blueprint, we can now create configuration for different levels. So let's go back to Unity. I'll show you what that means. So inside our, let's go to prefabs, I guess. And then create folder here, call it levels. Yeah, good. And now right click, create, and you can see that now we have this new option to create level config object. Let's call it level. Great. And we need to specify two parameters here, level duration. So let's say that our first level will be 60 seconds, and then decoration placements, which is an array or list of decoration. So let's create empty object here, and let's call it decoration. We need to reset its location. And so now let's go back to prefab and just drag and drop our decoration inside the object. And let's put all of these Christmas balls in whatever place we want our level to have. So I will make this smiley face. Yeah, like this. So now we have this list of decoration, and what I will do now, I'll go back to levels, select this level config, and then you can see here we can lock view in inspector. And so now when I will select this decoration, it will not switch to inspector to this game object. Instead, now I can select all of this decoration. And yeah, I need to actually first to make a prefab out of them. So let's make that levels, and I would say also I need one more folder. So I will do it also in prefabs, and I will say decoration, and here will be level. So I would repeat the name for the levels here. I'll create this folder level, and now I will just first I will drag and drop them here, and we'll choose original prefabs. After that, I will drag them over this list. As you can see, this plus appeared, and when I release, now this list has 8 entities, and it's our decoration. And if now we will remove it, we already have them in prefab and we have them in level configuration. With this level config, we can now recreate our level structure or position of our Christmas decorations in the place that we saved here. So this held all of the information we need for now. But how to recreate that? Let's create one more empty game object, and let's call that game manager. And we need to create a script for that. Now we need to unlock inspector and add one more component, which is game object. Not game object, sorry, game manager. So the problem with creating script from here, actually, that it will be created in assets folder, and now I will need to drag it to scripts folder manually, but it's fine for now. I will reset transform for our game manager. Then I go to assets and just drag and drop this game manager to scripts. Yeah, and let's open game manager. And let's go back to Unity for a sec. And let's create one more script actually, which is decoration controller, because we will need it for right now in our game manager. And for now, let's just attach it to our decorations game object. Let's see, yes, it here. Oh, great. So now we open game object, and so when we specify all of these fields that we want to have, all of the variables, well, the first obvious thing we want is to have again a list of our level configuration, and it's easy to do now because we have this scriptable object for that. So it will be just a list of level configs, and we can just say level configs. And also I want to have this decoration controller, because when we will recreate a structure of our level, so our Christmas decoration, we want to place them inside this decoration controller object. So let's say that on start of our game object, we want to start next level. So every time when we will run our scene, game manager will be instantiated, and then start function will be run. And so inside the start function, it will run this start next level, which we will create just now. This here, we don't need to update. So, and this is something that we doing for future, but now let's take our complete levels. We don't have any completed levels yet, but let's just introduce it now. So next we will just iterate. So we will, every time when we finish level, we'll just say, okay, this level is completed. Let's go to the next one. So let's create this logic here. Now we say that completed levels equal to, and so Unity have such a scene as the player prefs. Well, you can think of it as some sort of cache or something like that. So it's a cache storage where we can store some data based on key value. And we want to get int with key completed levels. So I'll just use this one here. And we can also provide value by default. Oh, sorry, not const, it just var. Yes, so we say that, hey, check completed levels inside our cache. And if you find nothing, then return me -1. So it will be default value. And so here what we do, because we're starting next level, right? We're saying, okay, so the next level will be completed levels +1. And it will always work for us, because if we don't have any completed levels, this player prefs will return us -1. And so when we increment this by 1, next level will be 0. So it is actually our first level. And so here we can just say debug. Let's just debug that our next level is actually what we expect. So let's do like this. Yeah, you know what? We will do the next thing. It will not be a next level. We actually introduce one more variable, which will be int, and it is current level. Because when we run in this next level, we actually saying that okay, it's next, so it's current. So we're saying here instead of next level, we're saying that current level is complete level 11 plus 1 because we're starting next level, and it's totally fine. And after that, we can say, so we change the backlog as well. We can say that show Christmas tree. Show Christmas tree will recreate our decoration from level config. And we want to show this to our player before level start, so our player know how exactly to decorate our tree. So let's go to decoration controller and make sure that there is no decoration there at all. So here then we want to call something that will clean all of the child or all of the decoration inside decoration controller. So let's call it clean Christmas tree. And it's not exist yet, so let's just generate it. After that, when we removed all of this decoration from this decoration controller, we want to go through all of the decoration from our level config. How to do that? We're saying that because we have this list of decoration config, but decoration config has list of transforms for our decoration. So we create this for each loop, and here we're saying that transform decoration in, and then level config. Then we're saying that it's current level. And here we want to take decoration placements. So the decoration placements, as you remember, it's list of transform of these decorations. And here, if you remember, we want to instantiate. So instantiate is used to spawn something. So we will just use a decoration.gameObject because we want to instantiate the whole object, not only transform, so we can actually see our decoration or this Christmas ball, whatever you call it. And so then we're saying where we want to, so we want to assign it to some parent. So we're saying the decoration controller dot transform. And so what it will do, if we will hover instantiate now, you can see that we provided the original game object that it want to instantiate. And after that, we provide in the parent. And apparently, if you provide parent, then when we instantiate this object, it will be a child of this parent. So we can already check how it works. But first, we need to do something with this clean Christmas tree. And there is actually a handy way to remove all of the kids from the game object. And we just need to loop through these child elements. So we do transform child in, and then we're saying this dot transform. So transform already having a list of these childs, and we saying destroy child dot game object. So this is supposed to destroy all of the game objects inside creation controller. Okay, let's test it out and let's start to assign all of the missing objects here. So we need to provide level configs. It's easy. Let's just lock it for now. Go to levels and just drag it here. Then decoration controller, we know that it is here. And current level, well, current level, I put it public, but it's supposed to be private. So let's fix it now. I don't want to see that one. Private. We don't want to change it from game manager. Now if we press play, we're expecting to see this decoration placed on a tree. Yes, and it's here. As you can see, this in the same way we done it before. And so now this will be shown to our player before the level starts. So now let's introduce a button that we can click and also some message. So when player click on that button, all of this decoration will disappear and we actually start to play. So for that, let's create UI and button. And as you can see, it's created canvas for us. And okay, we actually want to have it's in the, let's create like, I don't know, empty object here. And we call it pre-start menu. then we say, okay, we need to unlock Game Manager. So pre-start menu will be in the middle of the screen. Then we can put button there. I actually want to increase its width maybe to, I don't know, 300 to 300. Doesn't really matter. Or actually, I will do it full screen. So I will Alt and then stretch. Yeah, so button will be in the middle. Again, Alt and then click on this icon. And I will make it bigger, or actually I have already. So again, I'm locking the screen for, or inspector for button. And then I'm going to sprites. Where they are, here they are. And we should have play button. So we'll just use that one, set native size, and we don't want to have any text on the button. And I will move it a bit to the bottom of the screen like that. And here I will anchor it to the button. And now we also want to add UI text. And we change this text to something like, to something else. Yeah, again, I need to unlock this one because I cannot change then. Press start or press play when ready. Now we just need to move it on top. Then I want to also stretch it a bit. Also, I want to make it in the middle and make the font size much bigger. Again, here, position Y, press play when ready. Okay, it's fine. You can play around with the size and also with the style of your text. So we want to show this menu together with decoration before the level starts. And when we press play, we actually start in the level and we can control player afterwards. So how we should do it? Since we will have other menus here as well, we need to add one more script, which is UI controller. Let's create C# script, UI manager or UI controller, doesn't matter. And let's attach the script to our canvas. Okay, when we have that, so on UI manager, we want to have some reference to this menu. So we want to have this pre-start menu, choose public, and it should be just game object. And we say pre-start menu. Here we are introducing as function to hide pre-start menu and to show as well. So it will be show pre-start menu. And what we'll do here, we select this pre-start menu, then we set active, and for hide we just say false, and as for show, saying true. So it will be active if we show in it and not if not, right? So I'll remove start and update. And then we want to create in our game manager, we want to add one more function, which is public function, because this two was private. Now we want to say here public void on start pressed. So this will be called when we press on this button play. And so because of that, we want to have this reference to our UI manager. And also will be nice to have reference to our player, to be honest. Well, because before the level, we will show this decoration and this pre-start menu. We want to also hide our player. So when we say in show Christmas tree, let's say that player game object set active, and we say in false. Good. And then on start press. So here we will just need to run our level. So I'll just say run level. And I'm saying current level. Need to create this function. Run level. And run level. What it will do? Well, first of all, it will clean Christmas tree, I believe. So we need our decoration controller. Clean Christmas tree. Then we want to show our player. Where is it? Here it is. We need to say true. And also we want to hide UI manager. We want to hide pre-start menu. So we're saying hide pre-start menu. But actually we want to also show pre-start menu when we show in Christmas tree. So here, UI manager, show pre-start menu. And I believe that should be it. Okay, so let's go back to Unity. Just double check that everything works. So for that, we need to assign our start script to the play button and also to assign everything to our game manager. So everything is player and also our UI manager. And on our UI manager, at the same time, we want to assign this pre-start menu. So pre-start menu here, go to button, and now we want to assign on-click event. We're dragging game manager here and we check for on start pressed. After that, we want to hide it. So by default, it will be hidden. So let's save and press start. And boom. We can see that pre-start menu now shown. We see our decoration. We don't see our player. And if we press play, then yes, player appeared and we can now start to decorate our tree. That's it for today. In the next video, we will add game over and level completed menus, and we'll start to calculate points based on decoration position. If you enjoyed this video and you want to support me, you can always do it on Patreon for some extra perks, HAO, or you can check my assets, including this game, in Unity Store. Thanks for watching and see you in the next video.